Right, back again. Tuesday, October 8th. Got up, met my trainer Tony at 5:45 up at the terminal. Did the pre-trip on his truck, the automatic, and then got in it and backed it up and hooked up to a trailer full of pallets that we took back to a company up in Billings. Drove up there uh, without incident. Got there, backed it in. He gave me a little pointer on the backing, but I got it in there once they got cleared us a dock. And my first time bumping a dock with the truck, and got it in there. They unloaded us. We drove back again without incident. Got to the yard, pulled in, went to back it into the spot for empties, and I flubbed it up. And he pointed me in the right direction, said to go that way, and then this. Yeah, okay. But then once I got that done, got it back in. Did the post trip on the trailer and truck. Parked his truck, and we walked down to the shop. Picked up the truck with the manual transmission. Took that over, hooked it up to an empty trailer, and went and drove it down the road. I was having some issues with the shifting. Got to the point where he wanted to turn around, and he drove for a bit. Gave me some pointers. I was watching what he was doing. And I got in, and things went a whole lot better. Until got to a stoplight, had there's railroad tracks right there, lights up here, so I had to stop back here. And I thought I was in the low range because I couldn't push the switch down anymore. And I stalled it twice. And he finally showed me and said, okay, here's what you're doing wrong. Because he asked me, you know what you're doing wrong? I'm like, no, I don't. I had the splitter in the high range. And when your splitter's in high range, you cannot uh, change from high to low on the gears. Pulled it back, put it in low, put it in first. Next time the light changed, got up in there, but by then I was pretty flustered. And went to back the trailer in, and I didn't do too bad, but I had it quite a ways away from the other trailer, so he got in it, moved it over, did the post trip on it, drove around back to where parked that truck, and he's like, no worries, it's why we do this stuff is try and get you to run into this stuff, while you're with your trainer, because if it hadn't been for him, because when I drove in the school, it was just a straight up 10 speed, 1 through 5, flip the switch up, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. On the 13 speed, you've got low, 1, 2, 3, 4, go to 5, flip the switch at 6, flip it back, shift it, that's 7, flip the switch, that's 8, flip it back, shift, 9, flip the switch, 10, flip it back, 11, flip it up, 12. I got that wrong because it is a 13 speed. But anyway, you get the idea. A lot to take in. But yeah, for a brief moment, I did really good. But tomorrow, we're going back to Billings. Going to take his truck again. Going to drive up there. We will get unloaded, drive back, and then we're going to take that truck out again so I can practice with it. And then possibly, depending on how it goes, take that truck Thursday, the manual, to Casper through the canyon. So, stay tuned for that. But yeah, so things didn't go terrible. It started out really good. And then it got a little bad, and then it got good, and then it got really bad. But I haven't, I got my license in April. That was the last time I drove a manual until I got here. Last time I drove a truck before I got here was July, so the driving the truck, yeah, the automatic is so much easier, but need to know how to drive the manual, even though that's not what my truck is going to be, or isn't. But anyway, that's how it's going. Wasn't great, wasn't terrible. It was a little more towards the terrible at the end, a little more towards the good at the top at the beginning of the day, but that's how it goes. I still got at least a week and a half in the training, so things will definitely improve. So again, if you're following this, great. I appreciate it. Like, share, subscribe, leave a comment, say hi, say you suck, whatever. I don't care. But yeah, we'll see you next time.